A Super Bowl champion.
The Green Bay Packers have won the Super Bowl.
The Packers' all-time leading scorer.
A game winner for Mason Crosby.
It's time for the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Nellis, presented by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Green Bay Packers, on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, and on the free Odyssey app.
High noon and welcome in. This is the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon. I'm Mitch Nellis. Thomas Wirtz is here, a.k.a. Tommy, and the kicker is back to his regular schedule. Let's go, Mason Crosby.
Yeah, it's good to be back again. I had to come on one day, take another day off. I can't do too much too fast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I do feel
That's
like
real.
last
That's
night
real.
finally. Yeah, exactly. Just ease back into it, guys. Like you don't want to like pull a hammy or something, or hurt my throat too bad. But I do feel like last night I finally some of this congestion and some of these things like started breaking. I'm like, oh right, I'm on the mend. I'm almost out of the woods here. But and then the weather's nasty. We got like rain and all that junk going on. I'm like, that's probably going to come back. I'll probably just be sick for the next month. So I'll see y'all in April. That's like exactly what I'm saying.
You do sound like you turned the corner, at least compared to last show. So I'll give you that.
Prior to last night, every night I'd wake up in the middle of the night like a coughing fit from just all the drainage and stuff, and I just could it was unbearable. And I don't know if anyone else has ever I'm sure everyone's gone through that before, where you just wake up and like my back, like my lungs, like the rib meat, was like hurting this like prior mornings from just coughing so heavily.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, that's what like athletes, whenever you're an athlete, you just cough harder than most people.
I wouldn't know. So,
yeah, exactly.
So
what we got? Hey,
I appreciate
something
you athletes explaining to us about how
that I'm
coughing
trying. I
works.
try to athlete explain to you two quite a bit. I know it's tough to understand, but athletes go through things a little differently than just the the normal folk out there.
It's great to have you back, mostly healthy. If you were here IRL, I'd give you a hug
now, so that'd be good.
Perfect. All right, what's on your mind, Mace?
I know we got a great lineup today. We got some big news that we're going to talk about later in the show. I just have to say it because baseball's started. Bryce Durang's still really good at baseball.
Oh my gosh, is he the best?
We just have to say his name.
Please do. Please
early
do.
and often.
What do we need? All right, what's the tattoo bet this year?
Ooh, I mean,
20,
do we just run it
22
back?
home runs?
Yeah,
I think we could run. If we're gonna go homers, I think I'd need to see like 30.
He's not hitting 30,
right,
bro.
dude.
30.
20-game hitting streak is impressive too.
All right,
I'll run
all
it back with 20-game hit streak.
Let's stay on the 20
Okay,
game.
all
I mean,
right.
that guy's he's going to get it this year.
I think so. He is.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who weren't a part of this last year, we talked about it, but Bryce Durang, 20-game hit streak, and I will get a tattoo of the number 2 somewhere on my body.
Yes.
I get to choose it. Mason gets to pay for it.
Exactly.
Now is the
It's a
2
done
going to
deal.
be? Is it just going to be black, or is it going to be Brewers colors, or is it going to be Packers colors? Because I don't know if you know this or not, Tommy, but there's somebody very special to me and you who wore number 2 for the Green Bay Packers,
I know.
and his name is not Malik Willis.
Malik Willis did. Yeah,
that's
he
right.
won again. So
Love
I mean,
that guy. Love that guy.
maybe they'll retire the number now. Because of Malik Willis.
Oh, my
20-game hit streak for Bryce Durang. I will get a tattoo.
Okay,
All right.
That's the bet. That's the bet. And
I love that.
if Jake Bowers hits 30 homers,
Jake Bowers is not.
you don't want to root for that?
Of
I'm
course, I
rooting for
do.
it. Yeah, I mean, I'll put that bet out there for sure.
For those of you who weren't paying attention to spring training baseball yesterday, Bryce Durang with 2 home runs, a solo shot, and then down 8-4 hits a grand slam to
Just
tie things at 8. And then a whole bunch of guys who I don't know their names in the bottom of the 9th, down 12-10, scored 3 runs, and the Brewers win 13-12.
He's just got a sweet swing, man. I mean, every time he swings now, you're just like, this guy got it. It just clicked. Something just clicked for him last
And if
year.
he starts hitting home runs, then watch out.
Right.
Here's
And
what
he
I'm
did
worried
start
about.
to at the end of the year last year,
He
right?
did.
Like, yeah, he had a good little hot
All right,
streak
so
going.
Mace, you could probably relate to this as a kicker. I'm sure you ran into other kickers who kicked themselves out of jobs by trying to kick too hard, by trying to do too much.
Yep.
And I thought there was a moment last year where Bryce Durang had this amazing August, absolutely exploded. And it seemed like a little bit into September and October that he was trying too hard to hit the ball out, chasing it a little bit. And you have a whole offseason, you reset your mindset, all those sorts of things. But I'm just a little nervous that if he gets off to a power start, he buys into that and kind of forgets what got him there, which is contact and putting the bat on the ball and doing all the little things. And when you turn into a power hitter, that can happen sometimes, Mace.
I'm all right if Bryce Turang hits 30 home runs and becomes a power hitter. Like I think we'd be all right with that. But I mean, we know who Bryce Turang is. That guy is just, he's a baseball player through and through. I mean, he's gonna try to hit for power if he can, and then he's gonna do what is necessary to help this team win. He is that quintessential guy.
So because we're talking about Bryce Turang, I'm going to hijack today's rundown, and I'm going to take the third segment and go first segment.
Yeah.
Because if Bryce Turang hits 30 home runs, could he be considered the most improved Brewer, even as good as he's been and as good as he was last year? All of a sudden, if he's a Gold Glove quality second baseman and hits 30 home runs instead of, what did he end up with, 18 last year?
Yeah. At the end of the year.
And he ended up with 18. If he goes to 30 home runs, like we're looking at other players who like maybe struggled. Obviously, Joey Ortiz is at the top of the list. Could he be the most improved? But if Bryce Turang gets to 30, would he be the most improved Brewer on the team?
Is he up for that? Like the most improved? I don't know.
If he goes from 18 to 30, though.
That I don't know if I think you would just say he is the best player on this team. Like that would be solidified. Like he is the best player on this team.
I mean, there's an argument for him already right now.
Exactly, but that would solidify it.
How about how qualified is a guy like William Contreras to be on that list because of the down injury year last year?
But it was an injury.
It was an injury, and we know what he already can be as one of the best catchers in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
But definitely could have a most improved season to season to be that guy. We talk about Bryce Turang last year as a most improved, but that was because it really just felt like he was developing as a ball player and it wasn't really hindered by anything else. Does William Contreras qualify on that list if he has a big year?
So in real quick, Mace, for reference, in 24, Contreras was 23 home runs and 92 RBI. Last year, down 23 to 17 and 92 down to 76. Batting average down from 281 to 260, OPS from 831 to 754. A lot of that was attributed to the injury. And if he goes back to those numbers, is he most improved?
See, I wouldn't say most. Like that one's like a like bounce back player, right? Like comeback player.
Okay,
it's like the injury deal, right?
Sure.
I don't think like a Bill Contreras can say like most improved. Like he's a great ball player already, right? So I think it would be more of a comeback player of the year type of deal where he got back to form.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Now, what about the pitching side of things? I think Jacob Mizorowski has to be the leader in the clubhouse for a most improved.
Yes, I was going to say the Miz.
We already know what he can be, but I think this is a massive year for him as well, especially if Woody is not healthy in the beginning. Like then it's going to be pick who you want to be the most reliant on in that starting rotation. But
again, to our qualifications, is it most improved or is it just like natural career development? Like I don't like what's he improving from? He was awesome last year.
Yeah, but he went through a little some patches. I think
did.
I think he's most improved if he becomes this consistent starter that the team can rely on. And all of a sudden he's just he's that solid force that becomes a reliable starting pitcher for this team. Then I would put him in that one of the most improved. What
if you get a full season out of Andrew Vaughn? I mean, we saw what he can do as a member of the Milwaukee Brewers, and he was
But I don't
great.
think that's most improved. I think that's like you got a full season out of him.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hijack the conversation real quick.
Do it.
Because we've talked about all these players. If Joey Ortiz is the most improved player on the Brewers team, does that like guarantee 95 wins and winning the division? Like if he's the most improved,
that's a good point.
Like if he hits 260 with 15 home runs and keeps playing Gold Glove style shortstop, but all of a sudden isn't a complete disaster at the plate, all of a sudden that makes the team so much better. Right?
No, I think that's a great point. I think Joey Ortiz is probably the name. Mm-hmm. If he becomes the most improved player on this team, then all of a sudden you're like, what? Like this team has no limitations.
Right.
Like the sky is the limit for this team. And we are looking at another record-breaking type season. If it's like, is that the piece? Is the Joey Ortiz piece, the only one that there's like kind of a question mark. Like, what other spots on this team would you have a question mark on? Is it third base?
Third base is a question, but there's no most improved option there because it's going to be Luis Rengifo at least to start. You know what? 414-677-1250.
Yeah.
If you have thoughts on who your predicted most improved Brewer is going to be this year, and I know we're playing around with like a little bit like Vaughn didn't play a full season. What does a full season look like? What does a full season from Miz look like? Even Woodruff, who's probably not going to start opening day and might miss a couple starts. Like if he comes back May 1st and pitches the whole season, that's still a lot more than he pitched last year. So could Woodruff be in the conversation? 443 writes in, if the Brewers are going to win 97 plus, Joey O has to win the award. And by the way, somebody else wrote in that Brandon is military. You know, not as you were athlete explaining to us. Brandon military explaining to us.
Thank you.
But he did throw out his back while sneezing. So like you do sneeze differently.
Yeah.
Right. You
it's
sneeze.
Just,
you guys.
It's at a high level. It's a high level sneezing over
that.
here.
I love
and
that.
Coughing.
Embrace debate. Bigger athletes. Jumping out of airplanes or kicking in the NFL. I mean, just different forms of athletes. No shade on any. I'm just saying.
That's right.
Like one is competitive.
Different skill set.
Yeah.
Different skill sets.
I like that.
Yeah.
414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law Talking text line. You can also find us on YouTube and on Twitter at WI Sports Radio. Your thoughts. Who is your predicted most improved player for the Milwaukee Brewers? We've got a whole lot of names out there. And also, I like that question, Mason, that you just asked about position, about third base.
Yeah.
Because obviously Rengifo isn't in the mix for most improved Brewer, but it's kind of like that same conversation with first base, where last year it was Rhys Hoskins who started the year, and then he got hurt, and they brought in Vaughn. And so Vaughn's there for the full year. I mean, I'll throw out another name. Garrett Mitchell
just came in.
Is Garrett Mitchell most improved if he plays 140 games just for playing the season and staying healthy? Or is he just like, oh, he finally got healthy? Like there's not an improvement from last year. Yeah. It's a different conversation. I don't know. I'm confused now.
No, I like that. And I want to throw this question out too, is like, what at this point in Yelich's career are our expectations as fans for him? Like, and what is the expectation as an organization? Is it just now like he needs to get 30 and 100? Like, is that kind of like what we're looking for? For me, Yelich as an improvement would be the playoff baseball, like in his hitting once it gets into that crunch time. Like Yelich is going to be solid, throughout the season. He did his thing, but it's like he disappeared in the playoffs whenever they needed him to hit, get some big hits. It just wasn't there, right? So,
all right. So Yelich's numbers since 22. In 22 he played a full season. He hit 14 home runs. In 23 he played mostly a full season, hit 19. In 24 he played half a season and hit 11. So probably would have been on pace for about 22. Last year went up to 29. I think my number for Yelich is like 22, 23.
So I did the quick maths here on Baseball Reference. When you just click the topics or the years, rather, it does it for you. His 162 game average from 22 to 25 would be 18.3 for the season and 22.7 for 162 games. So you're looking at a 23 homer, 25 stolen base, a guy that's hitting 270 with an OPS right on the dot, 800. Is that the expectation? I feel like he has to be better than an 800 OPS player, especially with the contract and what they expect of him.
I mean, I'd like him to be better, but I think that might be who he is. I mean, last year's OPS was 795.
Yeah.
800's good. 800's really good.
800's good.
So I think, I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
So is there improvement there, or is it just like, is Yelich who he is?
34, can you be status quo?
Yeah. But again, that's always a fun question for me too. And I prided myself on being there's a different version of me in the playoffs, right? Yeah. Even it's like if I had a bad season, there were some blips on the radar. I knew once postseason came, it's a new season. It's time to you gotta go and win those games and dominate in those moments. Do we look at it as fans the same way? Where it's regular season, guys are great, all that. But like, I do think playoffs and postseason is like what defines people's like, success in their career in the eyes of fans and the organizations and all of that. It's like, do you step up in those biggest moments and help your team win ball games? And I mean, ultimately that's why sometimes quarterbacks, it's like, have they won a Super Bowl? Like, it's like if you haven't won a Super Bowl, you're going to have a little bit of a question mark because you haven't led to that ultimate prize.
Yeah, Christian Yelich was just fine against the Cubs last year in the 5 games against the Cubs. He did not have a home run. He did not have an RBI. He had 1 double, but he hit 263. He had 3 walks and only 2 strikeouts in the 5 games. Like, was okay. Was not what you needed him to be, but was okay. Like, wasn't a detriment.
It wasn't elevated.
Right.
It was just kind of status quo. 1
for 14 against the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
And that was the blue pit.
Yep, a 0.71 batting average, 7 strikeouts in 16 total plate appearances, which included 2 walks. I mean, just absolutely awful. And I know that the Dodgers pitching is obviously amazing. We get it. But like, you can't be that bad.
Yeah, that's a rough out. And that's what I'm saying. You just want to see it elevated a little bit. If you're 270 on the regular season, I feel like in the playoffs, like, you got to maybe, go 280. Like, you just got to, there has to be something different whenever you step into that playoff space.
Well, and the thing with him, Mace, is he, in 2018, when they played so well in the playoffs and made Game 7 against the Dodgers, he had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs total for the playoffs.
Yeah.
In 2020, 2021, 23, and 25, they've made the playoffs all those years with him playing. No home runs, no RBIs. He doesn't have an RBI.
So they
in the
go
playoffs
how he goes. I mean, 2 homers and 3 RBI. Yeah, I mean, he is kind of that tone setter at the plate, though. Like, watching all these games last year and how exciting it was, I feel like when Yelich is going, like, the rest of the team goes with him, right? Like, it's just he sets that tone at the plate of sometimes how the day is going to go. Are they going to be grinding, or are they going to be able to like get one from him, or at least have him, set the tone for what that day is going to be? So I think it's so important for him to just be a consistent, solid force for this team. So for me, I think it's either, is Yelich important to be consistent and to maybe just improve a little bit?
Yep.
Just have a little improvement on year over year. Will be really good for this ball club.
So
improve in the playoffs.
Well,
and improve in the playoffs.
To combine a little bit of both of you guys here, we haven't brought this name up. Guy who had a little bit of a very similar year to 25 that he did in 24, but has consistently showed up in the postseason the last 2 years. Jackson Chourio.
We haven't talked about Chourio.
Where does he qualify on a most improved, because he's still young? He's only going to be going into his age 22 season.
Ooh, that's crazy.
And he hit 21 homers in each of the last 2 years. He had 79
and missed
RBIs.
A month last year.
Missed a lot of time. Yes. Still has
Do you think he could be a 30 home run guy?
Yes.
Yeah. So he could be a most improved.
I think I don't know. Actually, I don't know what his hitting is by position. I know they have that somewhere on. Don't they have that somewhere on? Let's see. As a left fielder,
they just have his breakdown of where he's played.
I do wonder if him playing more regularly in left field and not playing center, if Garrett Mitchell can stay healthy, will help him at the plate. Yeah. Because it is less of a physical strain to play left than it is center. And if he can really focus on like just being good in left, but being having that. Tommy, do you buy into that at all?
Maybe, but I think they like having him in center field too, as like he's probably their fastest outfielder, and maybe he isn't the. I don't think Garrett Mitchell has locked up anything. As far as
certainly not.
If he's healthy, he's playing center field. I don't know that. Right. I think that Sal Frelick and Chourio are for sure those 2 guys, and who knows? I mean, Akil Baddoo's having a crazy spring start right now. Blake Perkins has the experience of playing center field more than Garrett Mitchell does, and he definitely plays a better defensive center field. So maybe that's the case. I think that this Brewers team, Jackson Chourio, that he's going to be a part of it, and I would lean that maybe they would be interested in center field with him. I think they would like to not use him, but I'm not going to say that Garrett Mitchell is like, oh, as long as he's healthy, he's the center fielder. Because
no, but they'd like him to be.
Sure,
don't you get that feeling that they'd like him to be
the
there?
Packers would love to have Marshawn Lloyd be
Absolutely,
the second running
they
back
would. Yes,
too,
they would.
and he just never plays. So it's the exact same boat they're in Milwaukee.
Yeah. But back to your original question, Mace. Yes, I think Churio can hit 30. And I think he showed that last year by hitting 21 in 131 games.
Yeah, and then he got hurt.
Yeah. I mean, not that, he missed 30 games. He's not going to hit 10 home runs in 30 games, but he's on pace for then 26, 27.
Yeah.
And as he gets more experience, as he gets stronger, again, he's only 22 years old.
Yeah.
Like I think they have to think of him as a 30 home run a year guy.
It's the best Jackson Churio stat is that he leads the Brewers in most career home runs in the playoffs.
Yep, there it is.
After 2 years.
Guy that steps up.
After 2 years.
Insane.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
The Brewers and homers.
He's got 4 home runs.
And the only other, do you have
That's
the
not a
list
good
of the
shot.
other two?
No. I assume Braun.
No, it's not Ryan Braun.
Gorman?
Nope.
Like somebody from the 82 team, though?
Not Younts. No.
He wasn't really.
Ogilvy, Cooper.
No, Ryan Braun actually has the same amount of homers in the postseason as Jake Bowers, just so in case anyone was wondering. Orlando Arcia.
Oh,
and
Arcia
Prince
was great.
Fielder.
Oh,
Prince Fielder. I was going to say Fielder.
And Arcia was great in the postseason. He was like, he always stepped up for whatever reason. I don't know.
Nice.
We've got lots to get to here on the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Green Bay Packers. We've got some Packers talk we want to get into. We've got some Bucks talk. Mason, I don't know if you noticed or not, but the Bucks are the best team in the history of the NBA right now.
Hell, they're rolling, man. They
This
are
is Mitch.
ballers.
Yeah.
Mitch's they are the worst. They are the best every day.
Yeah,
now.
every
I know.
day. That's right. They're either the best.
That's
or
how
worst.
I was last year.
In
Remember
baseball.
that?
Yeah.
It's Mason Crosby in baseball.
That's my baseball
life. Yes.
We've got Tommy Trivia in the 1
heck
o'clock
yeah.
hour. And then we've got a special Mason Crosby.
Mason Crosby.
I can listen to that all day.
Is that
Announcement. I think I said in the promo, like major. With all due respect, it's not major.
It's not a major.
It's special. It's a
announcement.
special announcement. Yeah, it's not a major announcement.
You're retiring
It's a
again.
special. Whoa!
What?
If you came on today and said like, "Hey guys, love you guys, but I'm retiring from radio."
I'm retiring.
If you were going to be the special teams coordinator for the Packers, that's the only job in America we'd be okay with.
Or a GM for the Buffs. If I took my general manager
or running the NCAA
or running
division.
NCAA. Yeah, I
the
could do
NIL
that.
division.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg Sankey and Mason Crosby.
I don't
on the project together.
I don't like like the rite of passage. Like I just want to like be president and CEO of some big company right away.
Right,
Yeah.
you're Mason Crosby.
Mason
Don't they know
Crosby.
who
Yeah,
you are?
whatever. Just do whatever I want.
He's getting the Presidential Medal of Freedom actually this week.
Shut
Mason
up.
Crosby.
Wow. He's Mason Crosby. He's Tommy Wirtz. I'm Mitch Snells, aka Thunder. We are the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon. This is the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon. I'm Mitch Nellis. Tommy Wirtz is here. Mason Crosby. And if you are watching on the YouTube or the Twitter, you will see Tommy's brand new fancy ride. Let's go.
So fancy.
Tommy.
23 Hyundai Kona. No big
Nice.
deal. Shout out Joe Zanzola, Radio Joe, former
nice.
friend of show. I mean, literally, I was telling this to Mitch yesterday, Mason. If anyone saw my car buying process, they would all yell at me. I just
which I didn't hate. I actually think it's like it would have been terrible. It's not as bad nowadays as it would have been. Tell Mason your process. Real quick.
basically, I told Sparky I need a new car on Friday. I talked to Joe. I test drove the car on Monday, and I bought it yesterday without doing any other research on any other car at all, and just wanted to be done with it. So I had enough money to buy a car. I needed a new car. My old car, the Jeep, awesome, love it, but terrified. I was driving this yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going 80 miles an hour. Like, I couldn't do that in my last car.
That's not safe.
So I found myself a new car. It's
man.
great.
I'm proud. I'm proud of you.
It's great. It's
Such a
cool.
grown-up
And
Did you see I drove our Kona today on
and
purpose?
I was just gonna say, me
nice.
and
So that we
Mitch
can be
Nellis
Kona bros?
now have
Kona bros.
the same car. And yesterday, Sparky was talking about it on Wisconsin Sports Daily. And he said, I bet you Mitch drives his Kona tomorrow.
He did
And
not.
I knew it.
Oh, I had to.
Yes.
I knew you were. I knew you'd have it. Yeah.
Mhm. So,
Let's go.
Nice. Shout
Nice.
out
So
Joe.
it drives well. You're liking it. Feel good. No
It's a
buyer's remorse.
It's
at
a
the
little
moment.
zoomy.
It's
like
oh yeah.
It's a little heavy on the gas pedal.
Do you have the racks on the top still?
We do have a rack on the.
So I got to take that off because Mitch, I might ruin it for you. It whistles when you drive.
Doesn't whistle our car.
I promise you're going to notice it now.
Really?
You're going to be driving and you're going to be like,
Yeah, but we need the racks because we drive down to Florida and sometimes we need to put the thing on the top.
okay, well then just put them back on. I'm just saying I'm definitely taking them off because my ears, I'm like, oh, that's annoying. Like I wish I might have noticed
annoying.
that, but it's super easy. Just take them off.
Thanks for bringing that up, jerk.
Yeah, exactly. It's that glass breaking moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't wait for you to send me a video of your car just whistling.
Thanks
as you
for everybody
drive.
for writing in their Brewers thoughts. We will get to your texts on the Nicolay Law Talking text line. But we wanted to switch gears a little bit here on the Mason Crosby Show. As I don't know, we're like a week away from free agency starting, right?
Yeah,
it's next first week of March, I think, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Which is I checked my watch. It looks like it's first of all, it's clobbering time. But second of all, it's next week. Next week is is my CM Punk reference too much for you, Tommy?
I think of the Thing from
that's what it's
Fantastic
from.
Four.
That's where CM Punk took it from.
Well,
It's clobber.
sounds
Yeah.
like he's original
It's
too.
clobbering time. So Mace, free agency's coming.
Yep.
And I don't know if we're assuming, but we're kind of assuming that Quay and Rashid and Sean and Malik and Romeo may all be gone.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what we're assuming. It's nothing set in stone. Goody made a big deal a couple days ago because there was a reporter, at the scrum at the combine. Somebody's like, what does the wide receiver room look like now that Romeo's gone? He's like, well, first of all, nobody's gone. Like, slow down.
Exactly.
But the assumption is those five are gone. I don't know.
They'd be wise to test the market.
Yeah,
I think that
absolutely.
they'd be wise, unless the Packers just throw them an offer that they can't refuse.
So my question to you about free agency is the Packers obviously have not just have to look at where they were deficient last year, but they also have to have those guys in mind. Like they need,
you have to have some replacements.
Right, exactly.
For like those, like what those guys did for the team. No, I totally agree.
So with that in mind, what do you focus on in free agency?
Well, first and foremost, I think you're going to have to focus on like, how do you create some space if you want to get anybody, right? So I think that's going to be their first act, is where are they going to create space so that they at least have the power and possibility to go and sign somebody if they're available, or you want this certain person that is on the streets or becoming a free agent. So what does that look like first off? And if you just listen to Goody's comments, are we concerned about his evaluation? Like if he said Rashawn Gary like had like a kind of had some like dominant moments in the second half of the season.
So Mason, I have to, for full disclosure.
Yeah, did you already rant on that?
I lost my brain yesterday.
I figured you did, because I would have yesterday.
And people came after me because I was like, I didn't just rant about Rashawn Gary. I ranted about like the fact that everything out of his mouth is a lie. And that, like, I don't trust the Packers organization, and
probably shouldn't fully trust everything that comes
and
out of
that the Packers haven't been to the Super Bowl since 2011. So, like, everybody, like, maybe I was overly negative, and I can
maybe
admit
they
that.
just didn't like your full negative.
Exactly. But my point at the end of the day is like, don't you want to support a team that's made the Super Bowl since 2011? Like, we're 15 plus years now that the team hasn't been to the Super Bowl, and probably should have been.
Well, here's the thing. So, like in those buildings, the successful teams I was part of had constructive kind of differences of opinions, and there was like, a little cynicism where it's like, hey, I'm not going to just follow along because I think this is if it doesn't feel like the right thing. Like we had some leaders in those spaces that would say like, yeah, that's not right. We're going to butt up against this. Let's find a better path forward.
Nice.
So I do think like as fans, like we should be a little skeptical of like what is going on up there. Like just have a little skepticism, root for your team, cheer them on fully, like be fully supportive of what they are trying to go after.
Yes.
But I don't think a little skepticism is bad. And like saying like, until you prove it otherwise, like you got to earn our trust a little bit that you're doing the things that are going to get us to that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And get us another championship.
See, this is why Mason Crosby's the best. Like the way he said it was so much better than how I ranted about it yesterday. Like you're so smart and
two ways to do,
do
the same thing sometimes.
I do like the rant. I do like the ranting. And
yeah, well, it's important. I think it's important sometimes to again shatter that glass.
Yeah,
and then you got to kind of
get it off your chest.
Yeah,
and then
pick the pieces up and figure out. All right, where's like that balance point in this?
Somebody said, "Let go of Rashawn Gary. Let Rashawn Gary go and sign Max Crosby." I
don't think you're going to trade those two, salary wise.
I mean, if I was playing Madden, like that's a great trade. I would make that trade tomorrow. But I don't think that's reality. What is reality, Mason? Like knowing that I still think Gary's gone. Like as much as Goody talked about him, I still think Jenkins is gone. Yeah. There's going to be some money to spend. They don't have a first round pick, but they're going to be very active after the first round, we assume.
Yeah.
Hopefully Malik Willis just jumps up and they get a compensatory. Like, could they get a top 10 pick because of how good Malik Willis is?
No.
Like, I'm just kidding. But like that's how people are talking about him. What
if Malik does all this and ends up signing in like Cleveland?
No, what if he's the MVP? What if he's the MVP of the league next year?
Oh gosh.
All right, relax. All right, so where do you you're Goody, and you have the list of needs. You watched every game this year. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Where do you jump in immediately with help for this team?
Well, I jump in with help from Russ Ball. I say, tell me how we get to a place that we can like actually go and sign somebody.
So you collaborate.
Well, I'm going to be like Russ. Yeah. Like, how do I go and find how do I find money? How do we find money?
I like that.
So then you're going to restructure Josh Jacobs. You're going to, either restructure or release Rashawn Gary. You're going to, do the same with Jenkins. Like you have to make some hard decisions and try to get some guys that you really like to do some team friendly things, give them more cash and move their salaries out.
Yeah.
And then you got to get a corner. Like, yes. I think it's like, if I'm Goody, I'm like, all right, we're either getting a free agent corner, somebody that's either a starter, has been a starter in the league, or somebody that's just a proven good special teams, good, like solid backup guy, guy that's going to be available, be on the field if necessary. Yep. And then again, with Jenkins, those things, if you don't sign Sean Ryan, then now you're looking for a center.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you got to find
an actual center, right?
You got to find a center.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of those comments. It's the Chargers. Is it the Chargers guy? The Browns' whole offensive line might be available. So you could maybe go get and I don't think they have a bad offensive line. So you can go get one of those guys. So yeah, you got to shore up the center of that offensive line. And then I'm looking at D linemen, just adding depth, nibbling at the edges. If you can get somebody, if you can find a value on a veteran guy. If I'm in that position, I'm getting a veteran. I'm going and getting a veteran D lineman that is going to just show those guys on that front, like how to just grind and scrap and be dirty if they need to be. Find a way. I think this team needs a couple Grizzly vets.
Yeah.
They're like a couple Grizzly vets away.
It might
from
not be the Packers way, but
I know. I don't think it is anymore, but I think that is a recipe that really helps teams get across that finish line.
I know it's not necessarily a top need on the team, but we started this conversation talking about Malik Willis, and a guy like Anthony Richardson becomes available via trade this year. Is that something that intrigues you based on what happened the last 2 years with Malik Willis and what they were able to turn him into? Because now, on top of it, Mason, they didn't have their draft capital this year, and they're going to get a 3rd-round pick now because of Malik Willis. Like,
I think you use that 3rd-round pick on a quarterback in the draft. And you just start developing that next.
What if you can get Richardson for a 6th-rounder?
Yeah, I guess.
I
don't know.
They gave up a 7th-rounder for Malik Willis, and they're going to turn him into a third.
If you can go nibble at that,
All right,
that's a good time, Tommy. That's why you'd be my assistant GM.
Okay,
you're good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. 414-677-1250 is the Nicola Law Talking text line if you want to chime in on some of the Packers' biggest needs. I don't know. I can't remember if I said this while you were here or if I said it last week, Mason. In my mind, if they get the right defensive lineman to go next to Wyatt and Parsons is back healthy, that covers up a lot of the secondary need. Like, I still want a corner, but I think like corner isn't as big a need if they really do their due diligence and get the right defensive lineman. Is there something?
I totally agree, because we had the same corners all season.
Right.
And like the first 12 games, and like when Micah was on the field and like they were getting pressure, we were like, oh man, this defense is great. Like, the corner wasn't like an issue we were talking about every snap. And the second Wyatt and Micah and like that defensive front stopped putting pressure on the quarterback, then we're like, oh my gosh, they need 4 new corners, or they need the whole new defensive backfield. So I totally agree with that. I'm a huge believer, of like those interior offensive defensive linemen. You get guys that are anchored there, like you can cure a lot of ills in other spots.
I would argue that defensive line is the second most important position group to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you saw it.
I don't hate
Seattle.
It just continues to
How
happen.
about Philly the year before?
In the Super Bowl,
Phillies,
Tampa was crazy when they were there.
Yep.
I mean, other than quarterback, maybe you could argue it's offensive line then to protect your guy, but the defensive line has won the Super Bowl the last 2 years. So shoring that up, I think, is really important. I have a little bit off the path of the Packers, but got to ask Crosby about it.
Oh.
Is Brandon Aubrey about to be an 8-figure man a year? Is that what's going to happen?
Man,
he's trying to be
awesome.
Right? Yeah. He's trying to be Mace. Right?
I love that. He's just like, no, I want 10.
Yeah.
Like, just why let's not just do this little, normal jump up that everybody does. Like, I think I deserve almost double what the next guy is, just how you utilize me. So I love that. I love that he's holding strong, because it's like, I can't wait to see if the Cowboys jump or if he goes to free agency. I think if he goes to free agency, he gets it. Like, I think he gets close to it at least.
Yeah.
I think he gets in that $9 million to $10 million range.
Well, no, you can't stop at 9. You got to go get 10 if you're going to be Brandon Aubrey.
You would think so.
Like, you got to set the tone, and I don't think any other kicker has any argument for it. But if he does go out and get $10 million a year, I feel like it's going to be looked at as like a terrible contract, and there's going to be this ridiculous buyouts.
Again, we talk about that you're paying, you pay backup quarterbacks, you pay backup, other positions close to that, right? Like, you're paying them more than that sometimes. You're paying them 10 million plus. Like, someone that you're expecting to go out there and make 55-yard field goals, 10, 12 times a year. Like, I feel like that's
with ease.
Like, it's worth it. Like, it's worth $10 million in my mind.
I think he hasn't missed a field goal under 51 yards in like the last 2 years or something like that.
Because what is that? 3% of the cap?
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, that's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's minuscule.
Tommy in Bayview wants a return guy. It would be so beneficial in the field position game. And Ziggy says, I'd trust a late round draft pick at backup quarterback before I trade for Richardson. And I hear that, but like, I just feel like with what we've seen from LaFleur, like with the magic he worked with Malik Willis, who was basically unplayable in the NFL before coming to Green Bay, like he couldn't get on the field in Tennessee. And I would just like, again, we're talking about the backup quarterback, so hopefully he doesn't play it all anyway, right?
True. I don't know. I got something on my brain, but I'm not going to put it out there right now. I'm not putting
save
it out there right
Save
now.
it. We will get to it.
I was going to go somewhere dark and deep.
All right,
but
don't go deep.
Go there yet.
We've got lots to get to still here
there.
on the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, sir.
We are the Mason Crosby Show. Mason, Tommy, and Thunder here with you on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. We've hit high noon. We are moving into the afternoon.
That's
Mr.
right.
Crosby.
Fun second hour coming up. So, if you're always,
Yep.
sometimes at noon to 1, lunch break, just make sure you stick around. We got trivia from Tommy.
Yep.
And then an announcement. Special announcement. Yeah, exactly.
Mason, I don't know if you got a chance to catch the Bucks last night, but they kind of had a back and forth game against Cleveland. Cleveland was without Harden and Donovan Mitchell, so that has to be said. But the Bucks can't lose right now, or they've won 2 in a row.
Well, because of
right
KPJ,
now,
right?
Right now,
KPJ is a baller.
Dude, KPJ is a baller, and so can KPJ still be KPJ when Giannis comes back? And that's kind of the worry right now. Is like KPJ and Ryan Rollins, are they going to have? They right now have like carte blanche. Like it's like, get the ball to these guys and get out of the way. They'll pass the ball. Some days KPJ has the assist. Some days Rollins has the assist. It's kind of all over the place. But what's going to happen when Giannis, like, do they all just stand around and watch Giannis? Can Giannis incorporate into this new guard-heavy lineup, even with Cam Thomas too? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, Cam Thomas and Dieng have kind of like slowed up a little bit.
They have.
Yeah, they've kind of leveled out.
And that's okay. Like, they are who they are. Like, Cam
still
Thomas.
Good bench guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Cam Thomas will bring that offense at times. And when he's hot, you ride him. But when he's not, you still have KPJ and Rollins leading the charge. But I just don't know. Like, I want to see if KPJ can really be this stud. Or is he this stud?
But that was the expectation, right? I mean, I think
I don't know if it was
kind of
this
expected him to be pretty solid there.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely expected him to be pretty solid. I don't know if we expected him to be this good. I think the maturation of Ryan Rollins has gone really well. Like, in my mind, how fantasy sports work, well, you just add Giannis to this team and they're going to be so much better and it's going to be great. And it's like, I'm just nervous about like how chemistry works sometimes, especially with a global superstar of Giannis's pedigree.
Yeah. Can you take him, add him back into this and still have it be successful? Yeah. Like it's a tricky question.
I assume we'll find out. Like, we keep hearing that Giannis is pretty close, but we also he's not back yet. So like, maybe he's close, maybe he's not. What's going on? Maybe they are thinking about shutting him down on some level.
Him down.
Maybe AJ Green will hit a shot.
AJ Green hit a bunch of shots last night.
Yeah, consistently.
Right. I mean, he
one more and they're on a winning streak, bud.
We're getting close.
Yeah. New York at home tomorrow night. That's gonna be a tough one.
3-2 needs to happen now, man.
Well, now 3-2 can happen, Tommy. Yeah. So Mason, yesterday we were looking at like the next 5 games for the Bucks, and I was saying they go 2-3, and that's good enough for what they need. Tommy is saying 3-2. Well, now they beat Cleveland. I mean, I had Cleveland as a loss. Now you
feel a little bit better, yeah.
I feel a little bit better, but we'll see. We've got trivia coming up. Tommy, trivia Thursday. I know Thursday doesn't have a hard T, but it still starts with a T. So it's TTT. And then our special announcement. Yep. Thursday? What's Thursday? And then our special announcement here on the Mason Crosby Show around 1:20 or so. This is the Mason Crosby Show presented by Verizon.
A Super Bowl champion.
The Green Bay Packers have won the Super Bowl.
The Packers' all-time leading scorer.
A game winner for Mason Crosby.
It's time for the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Nellis, presented by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Green Bay Packers, on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, and on the free Odyssey app.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Mason Crosby Show. Mason, Tommy, and Thunder here with you, and it's good. It's good to be here. It's good to be with all of you. The combine's still
rolling.
going on.
Yeah, so exciting.
Yeah,
so exciting.
It's literally the best sporting event in the history of Indianapolis in February, except for when they host the Super Bowl.
True.
Man, there's a deli right by Lucas Oil, Shapiro's. That's like
a good spot.
It is great. Like it's still cafeteria style.
You see that? Doors open for Aaron to come back to the Steelers.
Oh, let's go. Steelers believe Rodgers will make the decision by mid-March.
Wow.
I love that Aaron gets whatever timetable Aaron wants.
That's how it works, bro.
That's how it works.
One day
he has earned that right.
One day here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, you will earn that right as well.
I'm all done growing up. I did enough of that over the last month here.
But you're not done growing up.
No, I'm done. I'm not getting old anymore.
No thing.
That's what I did.
I love you, but
he's morphing into Tom. He will be Tom eventually, like as we just kind of change it all up. But
did you see I changed our names down there for all of us? I put our full government names in case you guys were.
I don't have a government name, bro.
Yeah, well, Mitch loves to call me by mine, so I threw them all in there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got a hard trivia and I got an easy trivia, and easy's now you probably won't get all 10 on either of them, but the hard trivia I'm kind of scared for. But
you have drunk trivia.
We'll do the hard one next week. All right,
okay.
We'll warm you guys back in. Mason's like just remembering how to talk again, and Mitch is he's just riding. He was riding a high yesterday.
Mitch. Whatever.
We're going with draft related and Pro Bowl related, kind of at the same time. I want the last 10 Packers first rounders that made a Pro Bowl for the Packers. So you had to be drafted by the Packers and make the Pro Bowl for the Packers. So Micah Parsons is like not on this list. Mason Crosby goes first. The third most recent, based on the Pro Bowl they made, not when they were drafted, but when the Pro Bowl they made, Jair Alexander is on the list. He is number 3.
I don't know who was first rounders. Man, do I not pay attention?
I'm glad I went with the easy trivia.
Do I not pay attention to the draft at all? There's got to be an offensive lineman there.
BJ Raji.
BJ Raji, 7th on this list. 7th most recent.
AJ Hawk.
AJ Hawk, 8th most recent on this list. Clay Matthews is 6th most recent on this list.
What offensive linemen were drafted in the first round, Mace? Recently. Brian Bulaga.
Never made a Pro Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
that's surprising to me.
Yeah. So good. Like he was like the best after injury, or like it. Yeah. He had some excellent.
Bulaga never made a Pro Bowl.
Nope. You want to try Derek Sherrod next? On the
list?
Yeah,
that's what I want to try.
Not Derek Sherrod.
How about John Michaels?
Not there. No.
So let's see.
Yeah,
first
you guys
rounders.
what do you have? Jair?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is on the list. 4th most recent.
Throw that one out there.
Right.
What round is Zach Tom?
He was like a 5th rounder.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. Bakhtiari he wasn't a first round.
He was a 5th rounder as well.
He was fifth. Yeah, he was real late.
Go Buffs.
Yeah. Was Chad Clifton?
Not on the list.
Tauscher not a first round.
No, Tauscher was 7th.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of offensive linemen.
You are missing the 2 most recent on the list.
2 most recent
and
first round guys.
2 latest on the list, and the guy right in the middle.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love's never made a Pro Bowl.
I know.
Shouldn't he have? Wait, Shedeur Sanders made a Pro Bowl.
Shedeur did, yeah.
Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
No, not Shedeur.
Let's see. First round picks. Who was most recent?
Mason
Golden.
Crosby. No. Mason Crosby. I'm pretty sure you were teammates with every single person. Maybe
I'm
not
sure I
one.
was.
Maybe not
one.
Linebacker? It's got to be a linebacker.
No.
I think you guys already gave your linebacker guess.
Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary, yes, number 1. He was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, I
last
forgot about
year.
that. I didn't even
think
of. Yeah,
Frank Dude is a stud.
2 Pro Bowlers on that D line, and they still can't get pressure. Crazy.
Devontae Wyatt should be on that list.
Not Devontae Wyatt, but Kenny Clark is on that list as well. Yes. So you are missing the 5th most recent, the 9th most recent, and the 10th most recent first-round Pro Bowlers by the Green Bay Packers.
414-677-1250. Feel free to throw these in. Who was the 8th most recent?
That was A.J. Hawk.
So 2 people before A.J. Hawk.
As far as when they made the Pro Bowl. So not when they were drafted. This is when they made the Pro Bowl on this list. Yes.
Who was the first?
J. Mike.
No,
he's the 3rd round.
Nope.
Justin Harrell.
No.
Bubba Franks.
Bubba Franks is 10th on the
Bubba
list.
Franks, yes.
I
did play with Bubba Franks.
I was about to say, I think you played with Bubba Franks. The guy that is ahead of him, I don't know if you had any overlap with him.
Brett Favre.
No, you played with Brett Favre, so no, it's not Brett Favre. Wasn't a first rounder.
Not by the Packers.
Correct.
Yeah,
and not by
true.
the Packers.
It didn't qualify in many ways.
Either way. It's not fair.
But I'm just throwing out names.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, what position does
you have an offensive and a defensive player still missing?
Okay. Because there's not,
Nick Collins.
Not Nick Collins.
Tremont Williams.
No Tremont Williams.
He was a late pick.
Charles, not Charles.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, those guys weren't drafted early.
Let me see here.
Gosh, it's hard for me to remember some of the.
So you're missing a player that went to an SEC school and an ACC school as well during that.
Terrell Buckley.
No, Terrell Buckley. Bubba Franks is the oldest. 2000 was the year he was drafted.
Okay.
So everyone after that was drafted after 2000. First round pick, also made a Pro Bowl for the Green Bay Packers.
AJ Clay.
Tony Mandrich.
That is well before Bubba Franks. So glad I did the easy one. Oh my God, this hard one would have been brutal.
We got Hawk.
Are you looking at the first round picks?
No, I'm not looking at anything.
No.
I'm just trying to.
No.
I'm seeing if anyone on the talking text line has a lifeline here. All right, tell me offensive position.
That'll probably give it away. Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Javon Walker.
Javon Walker is number 9.
He's on that list.
He was the last first round.
He was before Gold.
I was trying. Did you ever play with him?
That's why you gave it away.
With him, right?
I didn't overlap with Javon. I think he was done.
I'll tell you, that night after Irv Favre died, that was the night of Brett Favre to Javon Walker against the Raiders,
all day.
Yeah.
And then you're missing a guy who his recency is between Aaron Rodgers and Clay Matthews, number 5th most recent. I believe he was a 2017 Pro Bowler, if I remember off the top of my head. It was either 16 or 17. Defensive player.
Sam Shields.
Nope.
No, he was on a first
round. Not bad.
Clinton Dix.
Clinton Dix.
Yes.
Very nice.
Just popped into my head was Nick. Where was Nick Barnett?
Nick Barnett was never a Pro Bowler.
Really?
I also thought that
I feel
was
like Nick Barnett.
That's wild.
Yes, I also thought this was crazy.
Okay.
I'll give you a sneak peek at what I was looking at for the other one without giving away too much of it. Approximate value being the war of NFL, comparison to baseball war. This is approximate value. Mason Crosby, do you know what your approximate value was for your career in Green Bay?
I do not.
46. Just for reference, Jordan Love's is 44 right now.
For now.
So you are more valuable to the Packers organization in your career than Jordan Love has been so far.
For now.
Mathematically.
The power of yet.
Yes.
What's Brendan McManus? -8?
Stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Daniel Whelan's probably a 5 or a 6.
I don't know how much punter AV gets.
Right. That's why he's
What's
a 5 or a 6.
All right. Over under is going to be 5.5. What are you guys taking?
I'll take the over.
I'll take the over.
Great.
Okay. When you search his name,
Hunters
7
are
or
people
8.
too.
I'm gonna guess there's no shot. It's
somebody guessed Adam Timmerman. Somebody guessed Clinton Dix. Yep, Clinton Dix was the one.
Wow, what a line by me. It's 6. It's 6.
Oh, yeah. The overs win.
The overs win. Let's do it.
Yes. That was Tommy's trivia for the day. And next, I might just rip this one up. You guys are screwed next week.
We're screwed. Yeah.
I can't wait.
That was the easy one for sure.
What's funny is my brain used to work.
I know.
Like, I used to know all of these.
Well, no, then you just pop out and you'll bring up like a Dorsey Levens or
Right.
Yeah,
I got
some
Sam
random stuff.
I got the Bubba Franks. I got the Sam Kangata.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You are the random 9 or 10 guy on that list all day, Mitch Nellis, like for
All
no
right.
reason.
All right.
There are some random, like, just who didn't make Pro Bowls that, like, probably either historically should have. Or,
yeah, for the first rounders, like, so the history of Packers first rounders, I definitely thought Nick Barnett was like one of the crazier ones that he had not made a Pro Bowl. But looking back at it, I mean, because they haven't drafted a Pro Bowler since Rashawn Gary. That's kind of crazy to say out loud, but
that's not good. That's not good.
You're looking at Jordan Love obviously being a part of that list. Other like very solid. Nick Perry had a good run, obviously. Brian Bulaga.
Yeah. Bulaga's surprising.
Even like since 2000 though, like 01 was Jamal Reynolds, like not making it. Ahmad Carroll, Justin Harrell, you already name dropped him once.
Yeah.
Dayton Jones. Mitch, you remember
Dayton?
Do you remember how
Do you know what we would
good-
call Dayton Jones?
No.
What?
Because if you respell his name,
Dayton
it's
Jones.
Dat One. He
That's
is
it?
Dat One.
He is that one.
Yeah.
That was what he put on all his stuff.
Oh,
That one.
Demarius
He was not that
Randall
one.
was another one in there. Darnell
Demarius
Savage.
Randall, yeah.
Darnell Savage never making the Pro Bowl. But yeah, those are the last 10 first-round players that the Green Bay Packers have drafted. To remind you of the list, in case you didn't hear it all, we had the most recent one being Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark, Jair Alexander, Aaron Rodgers, Clinton Dix, Clay Matthews, B.J. Raji, A.J. Hawk, Javon Walker, and Bubba Franks. Bubba Franks being the 2000 first-round pick.
Nice. Mates, I want to go back to the Bucs conversation just for a minute before we get to our special guests coming up in the next segment.
Let's do it.
I was looking because I think Sparky retweeted somebody yesterday about like how good February has been for KPJ and Ryan Rollins.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to rattle off their stats in the month of February.
All right, let's hear it.
KPJ is averaging 21.9 points per game,
Nice.
7.9 assists, 5.4 rebounds. He's shooting 53.5% from the floor, 92.7% free throws, and averaging 2.7 steals a game.
That's awesome.
Like that is
like almost 8 assists is crazy.
Right. That is I mean, he is on one, as the kids would say.
Do you know the Belmont Bruins last night shot like 65% from 3 points?
Did they really?
I think they made
That's legit.
23 3-point shots. I mean, it was awesome to watch, just raining it down.
It's the Elizabeth Crosby anthem bump.
That's right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Nice. Ryan Rollins in the month of February, 21.8 points per game. So they're basically both averaging 22 points a game, 5 rebounds and 5.5 assists per game. So very solid. He is shooting 50.8% from 3.
That's crazy.
In the entire month of February, 50% overall. So he's actually shooting better from 3 than he is shooting overall. And 1.1 steals a game. He's kind of a little bit of a turnover machine, though. So I think he's got to work on turnovers. But the two of them both averaging 22 points. They're averaging, 13 and a half assists. They're averaging more than 10 rebounds a game together. I mean, they are like this dynamic duo.
Well, you being our basketball guru on the show, who do you think is going to play better with Giannis if he comes back?
I think KPJ is just because he really can get his own shot at any time. I mean, he hit the game winner last night over Jared Allen, the all-star center for the Cavs. And it was a great, and I was like, I didn't love that shot selection. And then he makes it because he's automatic from 2.
Yeah.
But Ryan Rollins, I'm a little worried that Ryan Rollins is going to turn into like a spot up 3-point shooter, which he's not really. Like he's more of that step back. Like he needs the ball in his hands a little bit. So that's where I worry about him not jiving as well with Giannis. Like KPJ is just going to be like that kind of escape valve for Giannis. When Giannis can't do it, he's like, dump it to KPJ and he'll figure something out.
For sure.
So but again, like the Februaries that they both have had, and I mean, we're at the end of the month. It's not a small sample size. The other thing is that Ryan Rollins averaging 35.5 points per game. 35.5 minutes per game in February. KPJ averaging 34 minutes. Like they are playing heavy minutes, carrying this team. I don't know if their minutes will get super affected when Giannis comes back, maybe a little bit, but certainly their usage will get affected for sure.
And what were their deals? Like, weren't they?
I mean, they were. Rollins is still under a very minimal deal.
Yeah.
KPJ a little bit higher, but not much. I mean,
like, are they going to have to figure something out with them in the offseason? Or are they still under contract?
Kevin Porter Jr., 2-year, $10.5
Yeah,
million.
I thought it was. I thought he had a.
So he's got one more year, unless they try to extend him.
Ryan Rollins contract, 3-year, $12 million.
Yeah. So they have time.
Yeah.
They have a little wiggle
favorable
room
deals
to figure this out. All right, let's get to our special announcement with Mason Crosby. Let's think summer thoughts. Let's think Tommy just flying all over the field and making diving catches thoughts. And Mitch Nellis popping out the shortstop thoughts. I got to hit better this year.
All right, I had your number.
You
from
did.
The mound. Yeah.
Can we be on the same team this year?
I know. Let's get it.
Come on.
We're working on
it. Ridiculous.
No.
He's Mason Crosby. He's Tommy Orts. I'm Mitch Nellis. Special announcement here on the Mason Crosby Show. I think y'all know what it is, but it's going to be that much more specialer because of that. This is, that's a word. No, it's not. This is the Mason Crosby Show presented by Verizon.
We're so specialer.
It's really only 259. They hate it when I do this. Check it out. It's time to pick me. It's your move.
This is the Mason Crosby Show, presented by Verizon. Thunder, Tommy, and Mason here with you. And that, of course, was the highlight of the greatest fantasy football kicker in the history of fantasy football, kicking the balls off the bell.
Those fantasy files were pretty awesome.
They were awesome.
Good.
Yeah. No, they were amazing. And we played that because it is Mason's time to shine. We are excited that the Beloit Sky Carp, alongside Mason Crosby, Jordy Nelson, Team Lammy, Thunder, and Tommy, are proud to announce the return of the Border Brouhaha Softball Slam, an action-packed charity softball game set for July 19th at ABC Supply Stadium. Woo! In Beloit.
Let's go.
Mason, we can now call last year the first annual.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is now the second annual.
So you were all worried about that, but we knew what we were doing. It was coming back for a second.
I just like to be accurate.
As do I.
Yep. Joining the show now, our good friend from the Beloit Sky Carp. I got to hit the right button. Zach Brockman, general manager, CEO.
Whatever, president, general manager, whatever's best for you. I'm good.
El Presidente.
Chief Excitement Officer.
It's like I wrote.
Let's go with that.
Let's
go with that. I like that better.
Chief Excitement Officer.
Yeah, he's asking these questions. It's literally on the rundown.
On the rundown. It's literally on the rundown.
I'm looking at the press release now. You're not on the press release. This is disrespect. This is disrespect right here. I was looking at the rundown. All right. Zach, thank you so much for jumping on. Tell us a little bit. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the partnership with Make-A-Wish and Mason Crosby and making this a reality for the second year in a row.
Yeah. So, the conversations have really originated from 3 years ago with Team Lammy. And we were looking to host something like this. We always look to add non-baseball related events. We have 66 games a year for Sky Carp, but we also do 140 plus other events throughout the year. And we always look to add things. So I was talking with Brian Lammy, and he was like, hey, I know you guys support Make-A-Wish, because we do. We already have a Make-A-Wish night. We love supporting Make-A-Wish. And he's like, hey, I know Mason Crosby. Let's put this thing together. And it's just been great. We love supporting them, and we're happy to bring it back for a second year. Like you said, second annual.
That's right.
That's right.
No, you remember I like these two, Mitch and Tommy, were the all-stars for the other team last year. Without those two, I think it would have been a runaway battle. Oh, there's all
this catch. Yeah. This is an epic catch right here.
Rocking Tim Mastay in the outfield, just running through him.
Get out of my way, punter.
I don't know if you can totally tell too. Maybe a bigger jersey would have been better last year.
But it'll fit this year.
But this year, we're down a little bit. I think that Tommy. It's gonna be Tim's gonna fall over still for sure. But literally 5 seconds before that, it was like, how do we want to communicate? How do we want to talk? And he's like, we'll figure it out. And then the first ball of the game gets hit right to us, and we run into each other, and Tim's like, all right, I should have called that one right after.
I love it. Well, awesome. Yeah. So again, rolling it back this year, we got some fun, exciting things. We're trying to get work in, trying to get some more some more of those players from the South, there in Chicago, trying to bring in some real border battle, going to have some fun. Tell everybody about ABC Supply Stadium and what y'all are about and what the Beloit Sky Carp are all about.
Yeah. So we're going into our 5th full season, so it's a rare,
oh, wow. So it's been early.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's in the shelf life of a baseball stadium. We're still very, very young. So we're still exposing, Sky Carp baseball and our non-baseball events to everyone in this community. So it's been great, but we're a very community focused, organization. In the minor league sector, you don't really worry about what happens on the field. So you have to branch out and reach out and form new partnerships with different organizations. And this is one example of that. But we're excited to have you back, anchoring it. Jordy, I think, is already coming back. Same thing with Bonnie Blair. I mean, that trio right there ain't bad.
Yeah. And Bonnie, with all due respect to Mason and Jordy, like Bonnie is like the queen of the event. Like
she's the best.
Like when she showed up and
she was talking so much trash when I was pitching to her. I was like, gosh, I'm like, I'm sorry. And I think I had to throw her out once too. I felt so bad.
Well, and that's where Mason, I'm hoping we're on the same team because if you remember from last year, Molly Crosby hit a rocket line drive, but right at me.
And you snagged it.
And I snagged it and I kind of like showboated and slammed the glove on the ground. She was not happy. So I need to, I don't want the wrath of Molly Crosby again.
No, you don't.
I need to be on Molly Crosby's team.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
But no, this is Mason. It's just an opportunity for fun. There's fan interaction. Like it's just a great day out at the ballpark, right? Yeah,
it is for sure. And tell everybody like how they can sign up, get tickets. I know that went live today as well. How they can find out everything y'all are doing, but specifically for this Border Brouhaha.
Yeah. So we have a page dedicated on our website to you. Go to skycarp.com. We have an early bird special right now, so you can get tickets as low as $10 right now for the next few weeks. So it really, if you're planning to come out to the game, now's the time to get the ticket before the tickets go up in like I said, the end of March. But we have VIP experiences available too, which will allow you field access. I'm guessing they'll probably run into you on the field. I would assume, Mason.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And then I think I went like in the middle of the game up top and was signing autographs. So Jordy came up and all that. So don't miss out on that. There's an opportunity middle of the game. And I think my guy hit a home run while I was up there. That's when we took the lead. So they didn't need me out on the field.
That dude was a ringer. I don't know if that dude's alive.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing him back for sure.
Yeah, so all the info is online. We can do it. We're excited to announce this today, and get it out there. The press release went live today too. So now's the time. Get your tickets. It's July 19th.
Yep. And so it's Sunday, July 19th. And what I want to tell everybody is the tickets are available at skycarp.com. But there are you can put together a group, get your coworkers together, get your family together, whatever it might be. There's group outings. There's packages to put together. So it's if you're buying 2 tickets or 4 tickets, that's great. We want to see you out there. But if you put together a group of 20, I'm guessing the Sky Carp will do something nice, and Mason and Jordy will do something nice. Let's get some groups out there too, and get a little get some juice out there for sure.
No, it's a good point. I mean, we have 2 great group spaces, a Hard Rock deck and our Coors Light Chill Zone. We do have picnic options available. And then we have a suite upstairs, same kind of deal. So, whether it's a company, whether it's a birthday party, whether it's whatever, we want to bring you out.
Yeah, for sure. And then last year we had the kicking, situation before the game. A young fan got to come out, and I think we'll probably be rolling that out again, a chance to win $1,000. I'm going to talk to Lammy about what the kick is going to look like a little bit.
You'll have a little more influence on it this year.
The last guy to make that kick is trying to make $10 million.
I think Brandon Aubrey could have made that kick maybe, and for $10 million.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So Zach Brockman, president of the Sky Carp. Zach, totally not related to this, but I got to ask you, what's your favorite thing to eat in the ballpark?
Ooh, we have the best fish fry in the state.
Ooh,
I got no data to back that up, but no one's come against me and told me they're better. So,
okay, all right.
I'm telling you, our fish fry at Coop and Kennel on our first base side, best by far.
Challenge accepted. I already know what I'm eating in July. Then
is this only on Fridays or is it every home game?
Every home game. We highlight it on Fridays, of course.
Okay, nice. Of course, yeah.
I love it
because it is Wisconsin.
All right. So being in Beloit, I got to ask, what percent of your fandom comes from the state of Wisconsin and what percent comes from the state of Illinois, being right there on the border like you are?
Yeah. So we're about 75% Wisconsin.
Okay.
And we get about 25% of our fans from the Rockford area, but that's growing, to be honest. I mean, we still meet people every day that have never been to our park. They're like, wow, what is this? We've never been here before. So, we're growing in that on the south side as well.
Awesome. So when how's it going down there? When does the season kicking off? Is it same rolling as the MLB? I mean, are y'all kind of getting everything geared up and ready to roll? Start here, early April?
Yeah, so we start about a week after the big leagues.
Once they kind of get their cut downs and like move things around. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we'll start April 7th. So that's our kickoff. It's a Tuesday. It's a few days after the big league season, which usually starts right at the end of March. And then we end like early to mid September, which is obviously about a month or so before the big league season. That the whole reason for that is some of our players may be on the 40 or 60 man roster. So they need to be able to be called up if need be.
That's
all
awesome.
Right. Well, Zach Brockman, president of the SkyCarp, skycarp.com is where you can get all your tickets. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. And I'm sure we'll visit with you before the event as well to get updates. And as we get more and more celebrities and Tommy, we'll get Tommy out in April catching some fly balls and we'll get some video of him making some diving catches.
Zach, did you guys find a glove? I lost that glove.
Did you leave your glove?
Yeah, I never left the park. Never left the park.
Yeah,
Had
you
my
might
name
want to
in
just
it.
come down because people lose gloves all the time. So we have like a bin full of gloves.
There you go.
So I'm guessing it's probably
right,
Tommy. Let's get to a game in April.
Okay.
Let's go to a game.
Get to a game.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Zach, we're gonna come to a game. Okay.
Yeah. Let me know. Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll put you up.
Awesome. Well, Zach, thank you so much for taking the time today. And we'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it, Zach.
Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Joining us now on the Mason Crosby Show, our good friend from Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin, Chief Marketing and Public Relations and Communications, and if there's written word or spoken word, he is the word. Forrest Doolin is here. How you doing, Forrest?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Well, we're better now that it's the second annual Border Brouhaha featuring the Mason Crosby, and all proceeds benefit Make-A-Wish.
It's awesome. We're so excited and so honored and delighted. We love continuing to work with Mason and all the crew. We've had the privilege and honor of working with Mason. We've been working together for I think about 15 years. It's been a long time, and you've been nothing but an amazing champion. You and Molly and your family, and so we're really excited to be a part of the Border Brouhaha again this year.
Well, it's awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad we get to roll it back for second annual and, have all the proceeds go to Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. So, like we were just talking to Zach Brockman, the Beloit SkyCarp, just talking about what the event is going to be and, all the things that are going to be at the stadium and all those kind of side things. But what does this mean? And, the exposure and why people should get involved with Make-A-Wish Wisconsin and where all these proceeds are going to go.
Yeah, it's such an important thing for us because what you're doing is going to grant wishes. Last year's events raised enough money to grant 2 wishes. We had Dylan, a 7-year-old from Beloit, who's living with cancer and wished to go to Walt Disney World. And Dylan got to go to Walt Disney World Resort with his family just in November, just this past November, as a result of the funds that were raised through last year's Border Brouhaha. And Marina, she's a 16-year-old, and she wished, she has Ewing sarcoma. So she's a form of bone cancer. And her wish was to actually be at a Brewers game and have a Brewers experience, but also to be able to share a video about her medical condition. And so we were able to work with the Brewers and put on this awesome video that went on the Jumbotron and got to go out to the masses. And Marina had an amazing experience with the Brewers. And so those are just 2 examples. And those were both sponsored specifically by the funds that were raised through last year's Border Brouhaha. And we are looking forward to raising more money and granting more wishes. Because right now we have more than 400 wishes in our pipeline. So there's a lot of wishes we need to grant. And a lot of kids who deserve these wishes. These kids are going through dark, challenging, hard stuff. They're in hospitals. They're at doctor's appointments. They're going through treatments. Their lives are just turned upside down. And so this will make a big difference for them.
Forrest Doolin joining us on the Mason Crosby Show. So Mason, I'm going to ask you, what got you and Molly involved in Make-A-Wish? Why is this one of the organizations that you felt a connection with and wanted to make sure that you supported while you lived in Wisconsin? And now that you're retired from the NFL, you're not retired from helping out Make-A-Wish Wisconsin, which is also amazing.
All that stuff never ends. Yeah. I mean, that like the sadly illnesses, disease, hardships with these family, just the situations those don't stop. Just because I'm done playing, just because like I'm not a Green Bay Packer anymore. Our connection to all of that is unwavering. But how I got started was literally being a Green Bay Packer, and on a first Friday as a professional football player, a Make-A-Wish kid is there wanting to see us as their possible last thing that they do, right? It's like this wish is to come and see the Green Bay Packers. And that hit me hard, right? Like, it was just like, man, so like that is what they want to, like, that is their wish, is to come and just spend some time around us at practice and different things. So I started getting involved. And then especially once I started having kids too, it was just like knowing what that was. And then I got to give a shout out to Sartori Cheese. I mean, our partnership for a long time, they stepped in too, because they knew, how I was getting involved a little bit at that time. And they started donating $1,000 for every field goal I made to Make-A-Wish, because they had a daughter that, was granted a wish when she was younger with childhood cancer. So just all of those pieces got us involved 15 years ago. And it's something near and dear to our hearts. And like Forrest said, 2 wishes were granted last year. My goal is to double that.
I was going to say, let's double it.
And then but I'm like, let's not just stop there, right? Like you hear how important and how special this can be. So you get to come watch us play softball. I'll sign autographs. Jordy will sign autographs. Anyone that's there will be signing autographs.
Sign autographs.
Having fun. But your money is going for a great cause. So don't forget that part of it as well.
Yeah, I think that's a huge part. And Forrest, what does it mean to Make-A-Wish Wisconsin or Make-A-Wish chapters around the country when professional athletes, when celebrities, like, it's great that, like, if Tommy and I are like, hey, like, we support Make-A-Wish and, we give a donation. But when with all due respect, a Mason Crosby or a Jordy Nelson or a celebrity, when they say, hey, let's all make a difference together, what kind of impact and why is that so important?
Well, it makes a really big impact because so many of these celebrities really have a lot of followers, right? They have a lot of people that are listening to them. I mean, these are people that we look up to in the community. And so when they can share and talk about those experiences and put their hearts behind these causes, it makes such a difference for us. And it really tells the story even further. And Mason, did so much great work over the years, and Make-A-Wish America actually presented Mason with the Chris Gracious Celebrity Award, which is one of our top honors that we give to celebrities. And it's there's a reason we give it to him. But the coolest thing to me about it is that I don't care if it's Mason Crosby, Justin Bieber, whoever it is, whatever the celebrity is, they are always so humbled. And I think Mason alluded to this. They are always kind of blown away. They're like, so you can wish for anything, but you're wishing to meet me. And they're always so humbled by that experience. And so they're always honored to do it. And that's what Make-A-Wish is about. It's about the whole community. It's about everyone. It's about the celebrities. It's about, average Joes. It's about kids in schools that are raising money through penny wars or whatever they're choosing to do. It is an entire community rallying around these kids who are battling critical illnesses. And it is giving hope to these kids, to their families, and to our community.
Chills.
I love that.
Chills.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
For sure. Let's play right now. Let's get like 14 games going at once.
Let's play a series. So first, obviously, people can go to skycarp.com and buy tickets. And we were talking with Zach Brockman about putting groups together and doing all sorts of fun things. But right now, how can people help Make-A-Wish Wisconsin?
You know what? You can simply make a donation if you want. You can volunteer. It's really easy to do any of that. You can go to wish.org/Wisconsin. It's our website. You'll find all the resources. You can donate your airline miles. I know a lot of people, this is spring break time. A lot of people are traveling. You might have, after your travels, you might have some extra miles you might be able to donate. About 75% of our wishes involve air travel. So we need those airline miles to help bring down the cost, because as you can imagine, flights are not cheap. And so it's important. So there's a place for everybody to get involved. But our website's the best place to start, wish.org/Wisconsin.
Awesome. Forrest, thank you so much for jumping on. Like we mentioned with Zach, I'm sure before the event, we will have you on again to talk about, like, as we're getting closer, what we can do and get people fired up for the game and the matchup. And can't wait to see you and Wendy and the rest of the team down there. And obviously got to give a shout out to Patty Gorski and all the years she spent at Make-A-Wish, just as like one of the greats in the state of Wisconsin for sure. So thank you for all you're doing and continuing and all the work you're doing on behalf of our kids.
For sure. Sounds great. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Forrest.
Forrest Doolin, Chief Marketing, Chief Communications Officer for Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin. He's been doing it for like 16 years, and he's just awesome.
Yeah, I remember. It's crazy to think back, like, going to the first Make-A-Wish event, the gala there in the spring. And I just remember him in his headset running around, getting all this stuff going. And now, now he's running the show and, doing it at the high level there for the whole state and liaison on all these things. It's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah. And it was a great transition. Wendy was always Patty's number 2 as the head of development, and she just slid right in seamlessly, and Make-A-Wish Wisconsin doing great things throughout our state for sure.
Yeah. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Family loved it last year.
Yeah. Your family was like,
they showed out.
They were all into it.
Yeah. That's right. Sat with Mrs. Thunder, I believe, too.
Yeah. Yep. Mrs. Thunder. We brought a couple friends as well. So hoping to expand that group this year, and maybe we'll, Tommy, maybe your family and my family will secure one of those that Hard Rock spot or that Coors Light spot.
I don't know if they were supposed to sit where they sat last year or not.
It was kind of open seating last year.
It felt kind of chaotic in that way, but my mom was like, "Yeah, the umbrella was necessary."
Yeah,
it was
sun.
That was a hot day.
It was a hot
last
sun.
year.
Yes,
The turf field, it was probably like 105 degrees.
It did get a little steamy.
Put on your sunscreen, everybody. We will come back with Mason's extra points. Mason. Excuse me, you've alluded that you've got like 1,000 things on your mind today. So
I don't know.
Man, I'm drinking a lot of water right now. Relax, Tommy.
It was good.
Thanks.
So,
all right.
We'll tap in a little bit, but I'll save some things for later.
There you go. Mason's extra points are next on the Mason Crosby Show.
What's on Mason Crosby's mind today?
Now I'm thinking.
It's time for Extra Points, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook on the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Nellis.
Tell me what's on your mind.
On the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
All right. Thanks for everybody joining today on the Mason Crosby Show. What a great Thursday. Special announcement if you missed it. Border Brouhaha second annual. After the first annual, you get the second annual.
That's right.
Not the inaugural.
The second
inaugural.
Did Mitch Nellis just take over your brain right there? That
Second
was something
inaugural.
Mitch.
That was a Mitch Nellis
Heaven
moment.
forbid
for
Mason
sure.
should get something grammatically right. Okay.
Exactly. Heaven forbid
Yeah.
for sure. Oh man. Yeah, like I mentioned a little bit ago. So last night we were at the Belmont Bruins game against Evansville. I didn't realize Belmont
Evansville
was,
Aces.
yeah, the Aces. Yeah, the purple
That's a
and
good one,
the
yep.
purple and yellow or gold. But Belmont's good, man. They I think they haven't they said right now they're projected maybe a 12 seed
Wow.
in the tournament. And they're one of those teams. They're the type of team that I always pick to win in that first round, because if they get hot shooting the three, it is bananas. I mean, I think they at one point they made 7 threes in a row. And it's crazy. They have no low post presence. Their big guys just come up top, they screen, and then like so many times they're just standing there shielding for those outside shooters hitting those threes. It was amazing. So it was fun to watch. Elizabeth, my 10-year-old, sang the national anthem with her elementary school choir.
How'd that go?
Nice. How'd they do?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Belmont's
video.
26-4.
Yeah,
Like,
they're good.
yeah.
I know they have a good squad.
Nice.
So yeah, they
Evan-
got it.
Evansville's 6-23, by the way.
Yeah, I mean it was best of worst.
So that was
for
that was a bad one last night.
Yeah, they jumped on them. I think they were up by 30 pretty quick.
Isn't Belmont like a crazy school, like super rich, like got a lot of awesome stuff going on over there, Mitch? Did I make that up?
It is a beautiful.
I mean,
campus.
it's in a nice area of
Yeah.
Nashville. Yeah, I don't know if it's crazy, but
No.
in case you missed it, Mason,
Yes.
which hopefully we all did.
The Badgers.
Yeah, the Badgers
Yeah.
played at 10 p.m. last night,
That was so stupid.
Central Time.
Yeah, that was so
Yeah.
11 p.m. Eastern. Well, I mean, why even have an 8? I mean, I guess it's all for TV. So 8 p.m. in Oregon. Badgers led at the half.
Did they
and
even
then
stay
decided
up that
not-
late on the West Coast?
No,
I
they
mean,
they went to bed at halftime.
Yeah.
They were up by 3 at the half. They decided to give up 55 points in the second half and not play. And what did Greg Gard say, Tommy? Didn't you tell me I read that when we're bad, we're really bad. Like when we decide to be bad,
Yeah.
we're really bad.
Are we worried about this Badgers team now? I mean,
They're just inconsistent.
They're going to win
Yeah.
a game in the tournament. They're going to get bounced in the round of 32.
you think
Like-
they're going to win a game? All right.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think-
win a game.
Yeah.
They'll get a better seed option, I think. They'll probably win
If-
one game.
What do you
If
think? They'll
they-
be the 5?
No,
No,
they'll be
like
a 8, maybe
7. I think it's 7. I think it's
7's
7.
a good spot. Yeah,
Seven's a good
7-10
spot.
game. Yeah.
But then you got upset at 2. That's tough. You
Yeah.
got you get 7-10 game. You should win. You could win that. But then that 7-2 is rough.
That
You really wanna
7-10
get up to
game
that
can be
6.
tricky though as well.
It can
those 10 team seeds.
It's only
that's like
tricky-
that 12. That 12-5 is
Right.
always one of those that I always go for that 12 seed because they're
Well-
going to be a Belmont. They're going to be
Right.
a team that all of a sudden gets crazy and they're going to play radical defense. They're going to
Yep.
hustle the whole game.
Yeah.
And some teams just don't handle that well.
12-5's an upset. I think once you start getting 6-11, they're all even.
Then
Like
it's-
6-11,
yeah,
7-10, and 8-9.
just kind of
All those 12 teams are
Yeah.
basically flip a coin.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, kind of a weird one. The Badgers stay out west. They'll take on Washington. I don't know if it's tomorrow or this weekend, but you got to win that one. Like if
Yeah.
you get as inconsistent as you are, you got to win that game. So,
yeah, and then when's the Big Ten tournament starting?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah,
Yeah,
like
We're
a
still
week and a
2 weeks
half.
out?
Like
Okay.
a week and a half.
All right.
This Tuesday night, I believe UW Green Bay should be hosting the first round of the Horizon League.
Nice.
So I think they get a home game because of
Let's go.
I think they're second or third.
Do they
so-
have any shot? Like,
Yeah, I mean they're
sneaking
second
in?
or third in their conference. Like you get hot at the right time.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun if they made the tournament.
I think
So,
one year when I was up there, I think they got in.
Yeah, I
One
believe
of
it.
those-
The
one of
women
those
definitely
seasons.
got in. The women,
Yeah,
were
the
good
women
when you were
did
up
for
there, yeah.
sure. Yeah.
He's Mason Crosby. I'm Mitch Nellis. Tommy Wirtz is here running the show. Great to have you back, Mace.
Good to be back.
Hey,
Let's keep this thing
let's
rolling.
do it again tomorrow.
Let's do it.
It's the Mason
2
Crosby.
days in a row.
Wow. presented by Verizon.
Oh, it's